Oh crap, I'm live.
Did you unmute the thing?
I think I unmuted the thing. Hi everybody. This is welcome to Mechanical Keyboards Live. I am Ski with JB. And we're gonna be building a keyboard. But before we do that, for people that were here last time I did a stream, this is the terminal board that I never showed finished here, so I wanted to show you guys. So yeah, obviously this is the 150 gram terminal finger crusher. It's got a Gateron blacks lubed with 150 gram springs from 1upkeyboards, and terminal key set obviously, and a bunch of artisans on here. I see a couple people in the chat there. Dr. Doom Apple, how's it going? Who else is around today? I had a couple people I don't really recognize. Must be all these noobs that have come around since I was last around. But we're still not in full 4K. We're only partial 4K.
Yeah, that's you.
Because I broke the cameras last time I was here. Well, thank you, Gadgeable. It's this new diet I'm on. But so yeah, so there's this board. Obviously I'm running a little bit behind on the lag, so I don't see anything on the chat yet or any questions, so I'm gonna hold it here for a sec. Hi.
What would you like?
Nothing. Just looking what you guys are doing.
Eating.
Steps in the back, eating without me. All right. I'm gonna change to the smaller face cam so I don't have to look at my ugly mug. What's up, Oscar? Alright, but anyways, I'm gonna keep this over here on the corner. I'm gonna bring out the real stuff we're gonna be building today. Let's see. I'm gonna be building 60% purple low profile with Brass HHKB plate. I'm going to be using B-Sun Browns, or Basun, or however you want to call them. They are basically tactile pandas. Super smooth, improved bump. And then I'm going to be using some of my personal keycaps. This is a set of Ghost White Enjoy PBT blanks with some CMY mods. Let's see. Alex Sure having an issue with his PCB. What kind of PCB is it? And did you try deleting the device entirely from Windows if you are using Windows, and then trying to unplug it, replug it again, see if the driver is maybe just installed incorrectly? That happens sometimes in Windows. Let's see. What else do I have for this keyboard? I think that's it. I don't have a PCB. I don't think I picked the PCB stuff. Just like that, the magic of 1upkeyboards, and now I have a PCB. We'll be using a GH60. Great, all-purpose. Oh yeah, I'll also be doing stabs. See, I thought I put this stuff aside last time. I'll probably be doing transparent stabs.
Yep. That's what I just made.
Yeah, sweet. Is that a 7U?
It is.
Awesome. So I'll be doing transparent stabs. These are PCB mount stabs. And obviously, since I have an HHKB plate, I will be using a 7U spacebar. So Alex says Satan GH60 using Windows and having issues with the drivers. Like I said, I would start by trying to uninstall the device entirely from your device manager and then replugging it in and see if that helps at all. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything that requires a driver update or anything, because they're usually recognized. This is the standard keyboard. But if anybody else has another solution, it's hard for me to think of anything right off of the bat that could potentially be an issue. B-Sun Browns are pretty good. They are really close to feeling like Zelios as far as the tactile bump is not as not quite as pronounced as the Zelios, but definitely more pronounced than the Clears or Gateron Browns, and they are as smooth, if not maybe smoother, than Zelios. I'm quite fond of them. I don't like Gateron Browns, so for me to have decided to go with these means they're pretty good. Gateron Browns are just meh. Yeah, the J60 does have a boot mode button. You can try, let me see here on Action Cam if I can show you. So you should have this button right there. You just need to press that, but that shouldn't, I mean, normally that's not in set by default, but you can try pressing it after you plug it in and see what happens. Let's see, Dozer asks if I will be doing LEDs. Probably not tonight. I might end up doing LEDs on my own at a later date. I've really been wanting to do in-switch LEDs. I probably won't do SIP sockets. These switches have, whatchamacallit, these are SMD style, so they don't really have good support for SIP sockets. So I will probably remove the tops and actually just have the LEDs sit inside the switch. Since they are clear tops, they'll still shine through. Obviously not as bright, but it will get the light distributed a little more evenly than if they were in their regular position. Plus this keycaps I have, even though they're thick PVT, they still have shine through kinda. So I don't want the LEDs right up on them because I don't want to see the light shining through the keycaps. Makes it not look as cool as when you just see the keyboard lit up. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe I can show you on the terminal board, which has pretty bright green LEDs. Let's see what's going on here. Oscar is asking, what do I think of the E6 V2 group buy? I haven't been looking at the group buys on Geek Hack because I got in on the Moon TKL group buy and I am broke. After that, I don't really have the budget for anything new. So I've been trying to stay off of any group buy pages. So I don't really know. I mean, they look cool. The previous gens look pretty cool. But it's up to you if you got the dough and that's what you want. Obviously, it's better to get it than to regret it. You can write that one down. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to put this away and I guess start prepping this board. clamps out of the way. The PCB back. And needing this case. So I'm just going to set a couple of the switches in here. So since I'm trying to do full HHKB style, this plate and the PCB obviously allow me to do that. So I will be having a split backspace key up top and a split shift down here. And right now I'm just positioning the switches so I can line them up with the PCB and start putting all the switches in and then soldering. Let's see what else. Yeah, if it says unrecognized USB device, there is probably something wrong. More seriously wrong. Alex sure asks, what do we do with all the boards that we build on the stream? I tend to keep the boards I build. These are for personal use among my small collection. And then I know Pete does a lot of builds. Some are for customer requested builds. And some do end up on 1upkeyboards.com. So if you are interested in buying builds from Pete's past streams, I know he has a couple right now that are available. Is that correct, Steph? Mm-hmm. There's like 2 or 3, maybe? There's only 2, maybe? There's
2. 40 and a TCAL.
There is a 40%, so I guess he built a JD40 recently. And then
no, there should be 3. Maybe.
Oh, there's the one that what did he build with the Beast and Browns last? Was that the 40?
I don't know if I put the Beast and Browns one up yet.
No, but it will be available soon.
And then there's one with Reds as well.
So yes. Yeah. Thanks for the reminder, Doom Apple. It's been a while. I was sick this weekend, so I'm not all the way there mentally. But let's see, there was another question. XDA profile. I do not own any XDA profile caps. I did try them at KeyCon. They're pretty cool. They are like a lower R3 SA caps, or you could say they're like a wider DSA. They're pretty good. I didn't mind them. I do like DSA quite a bit. So I don't know if I would necessarily switch from DSA. I only have 2 DSA boards, and one of them is Deep Space, which I will never ever change or get rid of. And then the other one is just on some blanks that I won at the New York meetup over a year ago, so the one from last year. And as far as actually getting Godspeed, don't know how I feel about Mito, so try to stay away from stuff that I'm not 100% with. In particular with the last XDA Godspeed run, now he's doing, kind of has a lock on XDA. He's running colorways that seem a little too close to carbon for my taste. I'd much rather everybody just focus on their own thing rather than yeah, I believe you're right. Let's see. Yeah. Forgot about that.
What?
I forgot that the switches on the last build I had south-facing LEDs. This one has north-facing LEDs because I've been building. Was it the GON boards? The GON boards have south-facing LEDs. Man, I'm total noob status today. Dr. Doomapple coming in clutch. It's alright, I would have figured that out sooner or later.
Why don't you get away with it because you've been sick?
Yeah, I'm just gonna claim everything on being sick. Or the fact that I haven't really had dinner yet, so I'm a little loopy. I'm gonna blame that one on Pete. Let's see, I haven't even checked how many people are on the stream. We got 31 people watching, but we only have 5 likes. Guys, get on that thumbs up. Where's the little board?
Is it plugged in?
It's not plugged in. Pete has this awesome thing. Doesn't even keep it plugged in all the time.
I'll unplug it because it lights up the whole room at night.
Oh, Stephanie. Steph's fault. She says that's too bright. How is that too bright?
Well,
Anyways,
not compared to the studio
hit
lights.
those thumbs up. There we go.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm gonna keep it there for decoration. See that? What's the other one do? Oh yeah, that's the big one right down the middle. So give me that thumbs up. Still only at 5 though. I don't know what you guys are doing. All right, I'm on the lag. You guys haven't seen this part yet. Oh, I see Gadgeable's in the house. Sup, Gadge? Alright. Stabby stabs. How do these work? We'll be using the plastic ones that, as Pete would have you know, the transparent ones are pre-clipped, so you don't, I don't know how close you can see. Yeah, you don't have to clip the feet. They're already pre-clipped for non-smooshy awesomeness. Oh, Steph just came to like my stream on her computer. Thanks, Steph. I appreciate it. Oh, I see RD Balabasa's in the house, or Balasaba, sorry. And, see, I can't even read right. It's a mess. I blame Skiwithpete. Yeah, different profiles are like one thing I'm always iffy about when trying to buy one new. They're the one thing that can make or break your keyboard experience. I know a lot of people that don't like SA, you know, you buy it because of the hype and then you end up really disliking it. In particular, a lot of people that don't like sculpted or fully, like I personally don't like all R3 SA. I feel like I'd rather just be typing on DSA, but I love fully sculpted SA, like Hyperfuse or Modern Selectric, or version 2 of Modern Selectric. I think the original version wasn't fully sculpted. I can't remember anymore. Let's see. Another one of these. Yeah, the KVD 75 has been getting a lot of attention. They look like solid boards. I haven't had the opportunity to try one personally, but I have heard good things. 75% though is one of those sizes that I'm not super into. You know what else I'm not super into? The fact that I don't think I need a second 2U. Because HHKB, I just have left shift. Right shift's going to be split. So there is no stab. Oh, never mind. I need enter. The enter key. Yeah, laser does look like a cool key set. Where's the vote manipulation? Get Russia in here. I need more upvotes. I need more thumbs up. In fact, I should go on my phone and give myself a thumbs up. Come on, get in the hole, little stab. Let's see. Nah, don't know that I feel like lube today. They're pretty decent. I'm feeling lazy. Oh, Oscar just pulled the trigger on 36v2. Yeah, I'm assuming Lacer will be through Mass Drop like everything Mito does. I don't think I've seen him do a group buy outside. Plus all the polls have been on Mass Drop for quite some time. Yeah, I haven't tried any XD PCBs. Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't be on Mass Drop. Laser should, I mean, like I said, every Mito group buy, recent group buy, has been a Mass Drop affair. Let's see. They should be on the farthest one. Here, give me 1 second, I gotta check. Color should come out fine. I mean, it's gonna be GMK. Usually the renders just look slightly brighter than the actual thing, but they're not too far off. Just double checking which spacing is correct on here. So that's farthest left. Is it? Does this just pop out on me? What is happening here? There we go. Alright, I just want to make sure that I have this set properly for HHKB layout since I didn't look at. I think I just found a pin on this. I haven't looked at this, what this layout should be. Seems like one there. And so that's that. Huh. That's weird. Those don't fit next to each other. I might have to try this on the actual plate. Alright, let's see here. Well, I'm sorry to hear, Alex. That's unfortunate that you got that many DOAs. You sure you're not accidentally doing something to the boards? Maybe you're zapping them or something if you're not wearing anti-static stuff and you're not in a static free spot. It might be killing the boards. Yeah. Yeah, this plate is really tight. One sec. Just popping these in on off camera. It's a little easier for me. I'm not used to working on Pete's spot. That is correct. I don't know. Do we still have ISO plates, Steph, or are they all sold out?
No, we've got. I think we've got a couple still. They should be up.
Yeah, the ISO plates. There are not that many left, if I recall correctly.
We only had a few.
Yeah, we only started with a small amount because obviously US based people don't really build ISO boards. I think worldwide not many people are building ISO boards. I think Leandrin's the only one that builds ISO boards. But I kid. We do. I don't believe that 1UP carries HHKB plates that aren't brass at the moment. Brass was the first
Specific
HHKB plates, yes. But if that is something you guys are interested in, you can email Steph about it and let her know that you're interested. So the more you bother Steph, the better your chances of getting stuff are. Right, Steph?
Right.
Yeah, there it is. Alright, these are all going in. I did want to check. I think I'm alright. I can't remember, are both the keys Wait, do you have HHKBs, Dale?
Yeah.
Both the keys next to the spacebar, are they 1.5s or is 1.5 and 1 1/4?
1.5 and 1.
Oh, it's a 1 though? Oh, right. Duh, I forgot. See, that's what happens when you don't HHKB, which I don't. This is my first HHKB style board. Anyways, I'm just going ahead and popping all the switches in. These are pretty easy. Although famous last words. Yeah, all the ISO and HHKB plates that we have are brass, and we have just universal plates in all the other materials. I'm gonna switch you guys to action cam since I'm kind of popping these while the PCB is standing up. That way you can kind of see what I'm doing. Well, Alex, you can always get a GH60 from 1upkeyboards.com, and I will be happy to test it before shipping it out to make sure you get a board that is fully functional. Which, speaking of testing, I probably should have tested this one, but I have high hopes. We'll test it in a bit. See, I'm not a professional like Pete. Pete has his keyboard building stuff on lockdown. How are we doing out here? 36 watching with 21 likes. That's pretty good. I think we need some more vote manipulation. I should go on my phone and vote. Where is my phone? Let's see, let's load up the stream. Do. Trying to load up on the phone right now. I think the Wi-Fi here is a little overloaded. Come on, I want to watch myself. I'm trying to get myself on here, but it's not letting me. It's telling me no connection. What kind of crap is that? Anyways, I will continue putting switches on here. Put 1up sticker over here. So what else have you guys been up to? Anybody going to any meets recently? There seems to have been a lot of meets within the last month or two. The sockets on the B-Suns, they have hot swap legs. Basically, there's a regular pin under this. You can solder these in there, and then your switches will be hot swappable. So pretty neat. I don't know how well you can see it or how much closer I can get it. But they got these fat little legs, which in my opinion are a little bit
You can use the pliers and pull.
harder. Yeah, I don't want to pull any off, but these do come off. and then you have a regular pin like you would on a Gateron or anything in there, so you can hot swap if you have to. And I haven't tested them extensively. I have removed and popped back and still have the switch work no problem. But I wouldn't recommend swapping them more than just a handful of times. Basically there's SIP sockets already included on the switch, and SIP sockets do kind of have a, they do wear down to the point where they stop making contact. Hey. If you haven't seen the Pandas, that's basically what the Panda switches come with as well. Dr. Doom Apple, it's time to get on a plane and go to your meetup. You can plug in other switches. Like I said, the pins, I'll take one apart in a second. Just gotta use pliers to get it off. But the pins are identical to every other switch, so regular pins do fit in. So if you decide that you don't like the B-Suns, they are relatively easy to get off without having to desolder, and then you can just pop all the switches back on. But I'll pop one out. I'll pop one of the SIP legs off after I get this in here. At least once I get this row done. The other thing with these B-Suns, they are plate mount only, so they don't have the little additional legs that normally would get clipped. Fabian Holt. These are not Otemus. These are, I don't want to say a new switch, but they are a new switch. They're a custom switch. They're called the B-Sun Browns, and they are similar to Cherry Clears, Cherry Browns, or Gateron Browns, but they have a much more pronounced bump. So if you've heard of Zelio's switches, they come pretty close to Zelio's switches in both bump and smoothness, but they are cheaper. Once I get this one in, I will pull one of the sockets out of a switch so you guys can see. Let me see. Boom. We switch back to overhead here. And I think, let's see. I think I can zoom in with a regular camera. Let's try this. And here we go. It might be out of focus for a second. Hold. I don't know what I'm doing. Nope, I zoomed in too much. Let's see now. Nope. Is it going? There we go. We're getting focus. There we go. There it is. I think that's it. Yeah, so that's the switch. And let's see what's focus like. Yeah, focus is up here. I'm gonna find some pliers. There's a little set of pliers. Just gonna very gently pry one of these off. If it lets me. It's not cooperating. Don't want to crush it. I know I've seen Pete do it a million times on the stream. And by a million times, I mean like 2. What? I can't do it, Steph. Steph, you want to do this? There we go. Ta-da! So there's the regular pin. There's your hot swappable SIP socket. Boom. It just goes back on. I was just being too gentle on it. And of course I went ahead and bent the pin on here. And just gonna ignore this switch for now. Oh, alright. Let's zoom out. Boom. And focus. Oh. There we go. I'm gonna try to pry this back on here. Let's see. TVV buying HHKBs for reals. You know what? I think I like real forces better than I like HHKBs, which is probably why I have not bought one. Damn, this pin is not taking this thing back in there, is it? Yeah, this is definitely a good option for those that don't want to spend as much on Celios. Obviously, you don't get the nice purple stem or the fully clear housings, but you do get an SMD capable housing. Let me see, I'll go back to Action Cam. So it is still a full SMD housing, which you see if this thing decides to focus. Doesn't like me very much. There we go. So full SMD housing with a white bottom and a clear top. Yeah, you do still need to solder them in. So you solder in the little sockets, and then they are obviously soldered into your board, and then that's how you technically turn your board, any PCB that you solder these in, to a hot swap PCB. But like I said, you gotta be careful. For starters, these fit on these pins very, very tight to make sure you have contact. So one, you want to be careful not to bend your pins when they're going in. And two, like I said, hot swap sockets do wear out as far as I know. So you don't want to wear out your sockets, because then you will have to replace them. Granted, I believe that by the time you wear them out, they have probably done their part. Let's see, trying to read chat. Anyways, I do see some new names on here, so if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you haven't given us a thumbs up, give us a thumbs up. We got 39 people watching with about 26 thumbs up, so we could definitely use a couple more. All those likes let other people know that you're enjoying this stream, and it helps us get more viewers. More viewers means we'd like to do more videos. In fact, if I get more viewers, then Pete lets me come over and play with his keyboards more. So you should do that. I have to say these fit in here very tightly. TVB don't buy a white fox. It's not worth it. I had a Prima Run white fox that I waited for a 6-month delay, and it was the first keyboard I sold. I see somebody asking, what would it take to convert a GH60 to Bluetooth? I do not know, so I'm gonna go with a lot of technical know-how. I'm assuming you would have to somehow wire in a Bluetooth controller, either going on the USB pins on the PCB, so tapping into here and then having a separate separate Bluetooth controller, or you can buy one of those ready-to-go Bluetooth adapters that literally will plug into here, and then you would have a little extra box which usually contains battery, because that's another thing you have to worry about when you go wireless, is powering the keyboard. Yeah, so that's what it takes. I don't think I've seen anybody go Bluetooth on a non-Bluetooth ready board like the GH60 Satan, which is what we're using here today. Yeah, there's Fabien's answer, basically. Okay. Question for you guys. Should I do stepped caps lock or regular caps lock? Let me know in the comments or in chat or wherever. Wherever it is you guys talk to Pete. I just realized I'm blocking the selfie cam while popping these switches in. I have 1 vote for stepped caps lock. Any other votes? Nobody else cares what kind of caps locks I use. RD, I might just go with a step. Oh, there's 2 votes for step 3. Always stepped. Alright, we'll do a steps cap lock then. We'll have to put that switch. Man, overwhelming victory. Yeah, of course it'll be a control. I'll most likely have it set to. Actually, I don't know if it'll be a control, but what I will do with whatchamacallit? What's the key map editor? But it lets you do it so if it's a hold, it is the function key. And then if you just tap it, it's still caps lock. So I might do that, because I still have trouble getting used to having the caps lock elsewhere. But yeah. Excuse me for a sec. Like I said, I was just getting over a cold, so. Throat gets a little scratchy talking to you guys. Momentary on QMK. Yeah, basically. It wasn't on QMK though. It was on, or maybe it was QMK. I don't remember what my other board is on. That's what happens when you have too many boards. And everything's on a different sort of firmware. I am not getting XDA Godspeed. We were just talking about that a little earlier. I have tried XDA at meetups. It is a nice... Excuse me. Oh man, throat's getting real bad now. XDA's fine. It's just like a not as tall R3SA, or some people it's just a wider DSA. I like DSA just fine. I've heard a lot of people's complain, and the reason why XDA exists is that there wasn't enough surface area for your fingers. But I mean, I have big hands. I'm a tall dude with sausage fingers, and I never really had an issue with DSA, so I don't really care either way. I seem fine with most keycaps. The only things I don't like is I don't like keyboards that are all R3SA. That's probably my biggest peeve. What do I do with many keyboards? Well, I type with different ones at home. I type with different ones at work. I type with different ones wherever I go. That's the joy of building them. They're all different. So if you feel like doing something one day, or you feel like typing on heavy keys or being loud and obnoxious because the person in the cubicle next to you is getting on your nerves, then, you know, come bust out some clicky switches at the office. I mean, that's what Steph does here all day. Anytime anybody starts talking to her and she doesn't want to hear it, she just starts clacking away on her Aristotles, on her Gatistotles. Those things are loud. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Canvas either. I don't know. A lot of the more muted stuff just isn't my cup of tea. Trouble Minds would be awesome, but I don't know. We don't know if that'll ever happen. All right, all the switches are in. I guess now comes the soldering part, right? I'm not forgetting to do anything. Yeah. Everything seems good and in position. So I need to grab some water for... I need to do a couple of things here. One, I need to get the fan going. I need to get water for the sponge on the soldering iron. And I need to get more water for myself. Oh, and I need eye protection because, unlike Pete, I don't wear glasses all the time.
Yeah.
I'm sure Pete's in the taxi cab on his way home watching this right now, being like, damn you, JB.
This is water for that.
Okay. Whoa, lady. That's a little too much water there. You guys can't see it, but Steph just like completely... My head's in the way so they can't see what you just did. Here, let me... Does that get rid of my head? Yeah, it does. Right there. There's just way too much water into this sponge. Gotta shame you, Steph. Sorry. Alright.
You're just gonna be like, what are you doing?
What? Yeah. Usually it's just like a little shot of water.
I know. That little shot glass is like long gone, so use that big one. It's not on yet, is it?
No, I have not turned it on yet.
Just do that for
A minute. Yeah, and probably suck some of this up from here too.
Get you some more water.
Let's see. Oh man, we're losing people. Everybody stay tuned. Solder cam's coming right up after I clean up this excess water.
Water for you.
Oh, well, thank you, darling. Keep that.
Give me that.
Nice secret spot. I hopefully do not kick.
Oh, don't kick it off.
No, I won't. That's why it's over there. That's usually what I keep it when I'm on the couch at home.
Here,
I keep my water by my left foot.
You can keep it on the thing here. Behind you.
Is this thing? Yeah, this thing's better.
No?
Say what?
Off of the...
She wants me to put my water back here. On this
I
fancy
can just see that go
Canadian.
partially wrong.
It's been there the whole time. It's been there the whole stream.
Yeah, you need to open the door too and do your fan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you need goggles. Did you find the goggles?
God, I hate the goggles.
I know, but
Don't make me wear the goggles, please.
it's splitters. There you go.
What is this? Oh, he just has it rigged up weird now.
It's just so you can plug it in easily. Wear your goggles. Safety, safety, safety.
Oh, I'm gonna look sweet with these. You guys, I don't know if you guys can read what these things say. Making science. Here, maybe on the action cam. Where's the action cam?
From the Maker Faire.
Yeah, we're gonna make some science right now. Deal with it. In fact, I'm gonna set off the explosion because we're in 4K right now.
Yeah,
So cover your ears. Dope. Alright. Let's start off the soldering iron. And get the little fan dude going. Alright, little fan dude's going. Let's see, I'm going to zoom in the camera. So we're just going to be seeing my very poor soldering skills. Yeah. Forbidden, it depends on the keycap set, yep. Yeah, you usually, if you want the raised index, you'll have to buy either like a Colmac or a Dvorak kit that'll have the indexes on the right keys for your index fingers. Alright, what else do I need? This is heating up. I will not be adding LEDs today. I'll probably add LEDs on my own time because we got a late start on the stream and it would take me forever. I don't even know what time it is.
9.
Yeah, it's 9. If I had to solder in LEDs as well, we'd be here for way too long. I forget how many of you are over in the European countries. Maybe some of you are in Asia, but sure it's pretty late over there. Alright, right now I am just waiting for the soldering iron to get up to temp. Once it does, we will commence with my really crappy soldering. In the meantime, if you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't given us a like yet, make sure you give us a thumbs up. It's somewhere down there. And let's see, I'm gonna check to see if this thing is up to temp. Looks like it is. I'm going to use the thinner stuff. I hate using the wiper stuff. Alright, soldering iron is hot. God, his seating position is not comfortable for me at all. I'm at least almost a solid, what, 8 inches taller than Pete?
That chair's not very comfortable for soldering anyway.
Oh, does he complain about it? I've never heard him complain about it when I'm here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Definitely.
Alright. I'm gonna do a test first before putting on solder cam, just to make sure I'm not making a fool out of myself on here.
That's cheating.
How's that cheating? That's being smart.
No, that's cheating.
I don't wanna.
Just go with it.
Don't tell me what to do, you're not my mom stuff. Also, I don't know if you guys saw on a recent Reddit thread, there was somebody who thought that I was Pete's son. That was very entertaining, considering that Pete's only a couple years older than I am. Yeah, see, 3 a.m. You're crazy, man. What are you doing watching keyboards at 3 o'clock in the morning? Go to sleep. I saw somebody that just asked this. Dan Owens, I will be using this low-profile aluminum case in purple because it's the best color for keyboards ever. Other than green, black and green and purple are the best keyboard colors ever. I think all my keyboards have some sort of purple. Alright. Let's try this again. I seriously have no idea what I'm doing. Seems like I still know how to solder. Alright, everybody cover your eyes, I guess, or something. We're going solder cam. If I can find the button of this thing down here. Wait, is there a solder with selfie? Oh snap. Wait, I don't know what I'm doing. Is there a solder with selfie? It's not labeled anymore.
What? Yeah, it is.
Is it the blue? No, I don't know. Alright. Well, you guys get to see me solder here. I can't tell what I'm doing. Just want to make sure that I get cinnamon.
Overhead.
What's that?
Yeah, there's a delay. There's a lag.
Oh, there's a lot of lag. I think I'm doing alright. I haven't built a board since I built the TKL, so I'm a little rusty. Plus, this isn't my home setup. This is Pete's home turf. Well, thanks. I did think purple and brass was gonna look pretty good. I hope that is the case. Although, who am I kidding? I already know that's a surefire winning combo. Hey, where are you going? Please be sure to criticize my soldering. Obviously, I'm no professional, so if you have any tips, I'll be more than happy to read them from chat to improve my soldering. I am super self-taught. In fact, I learned by just buying a keyboard and doing it. So for those of you that are thinking about getting a DIY kit, what think that soldering is hard, it really is not, or at least not keyboard soldering. This is as newbie friendly as possible. Just make sure you read up on the different types of solders and soldering irons, and you pick something that makes sense to you. Like for example, right now I have no idea what we're using. I just know that this is lead-free solder because he likes to use lead-free.
Kester.
Yeah, some Kester lead-free solder. And I am on a Hacko 88D, which is a very popular soldering iron for the price. It has temperature control, which is one of the most important things when it comes to soldering irons. Everybody's really quiet on chat. Everybody's watching my my crappy soldering here. This sweet solder cam no longer in 4K because I broke it last time I was here and we still haven't fixed it. But for those of you watching, make sure if you have the ability to go 4K, do it. And if not, hit that 1080p at least, full HD, all day, every day. Alright, I'm going to go back to the overhead right now, give this thing a rest and a wipe. More importantly, I'm going to give my wrist a rest because this thing is like 50 pounds with solder cam on it. Whew. Yeah, for those of you that haven't seen solder cam, I don't know if this is proprietary or if people even let me show it, but it's got a webcam attached to it. So it is like holding a weirdly balanced, maybe, I want to say it's like a pound, maybe 2 pounds. Nah, definitely not 2 pounds, but it's definitely over a pound. And especially if you're trying to use fingertip control, it does get heavy. Like you can see it kind of, the weight of it puts a little welt on the finger. I've gotten used to it from the last couple times I've done builds on here, but it still is definitely difficult. Or just takes getting used to. It's all for you guys, exactly. I mean, solder cam. That's why we're all here, right? Alright, just gonna take a sip of water. And get on with the soldering show. Just want to make sure that everything is nicely pressed against the PCB here. I am ready for row 2. Oh, I see a question on here by Ryan Stoudemire. He's asking if know how to program macros on the Infinity Ergo docks. Unfortunately, I do not. I have not owned an Infinity Ergo dock, so while I have typed on an Ergo docks, I do not have experience with macros on them. I don't know if there is a built-in ability. I know some of them have like those fancy little screens, so I don't know if they have added functionalities that would let you do that on the keyboard itself, or if you have to do that through QMK or TMK or whatever firmware they use. But anyways, alright, I'm going to continue soldering. Put solder cam back on. Alright, and as Pete would say, if you guys are getting dizzy, make sure you focus on that top left corner of the screen. I'm going to try to blast this as fast as I can. So yeah, so the one thing that's different when soldering these B-Sun Browns is because you have this little hot swap sockets in there, there is less room to get the solder in for a full contact, so you have to really make sure you get soldering, which is why I'm using the thinner solder. I feel for me works better with this. You can see it, that you get a little pull and then all of a sudden it starts going down. Yep. It's kind of what I wait for the little, I guess, an air pocket to release. And the solder flows through. So you have a good connection. I see that. So Ryan's saying, oh, that's a really bad one. Oh, come on. We'll fix that one in a sec. That's not a pretty one. I'll have to get the pump afterwards and clean that up. Don't they all kind of shoot little pieces all over the place? That's usually leaded ones. I think unleaded doesn't splatter flux as much. Or at least here it's not. Might also have to do with your temperature. You might be too hot, so it's boiling and getting everywhere. Oh, Dad is home. Sup, Dad?
Sup, son?
Cool. All right, that's another row done. Let's see what's going on in chat. Take a quick look, make sure these all look solid. Actually, that one I thought was bad. It's not that terrible, so I'll probably leave it unless it gives me trouble. Looking pretty good so far. Let's see, Oscar. Core wire flux 2. Oh, it's 0.8 mil. Yeah. Yeah, the flux stuff that splatters everywhere, you can buy a lot of them come off with alcohol. I forget if you have to use a specific type of alcohol, but you can also buy, they sell cleaners, which might be a little more expensive, but they do the job pretty well. Yeah, this one that I'm using today is not that messy. I use Kester at home, but I believe it is leaded. And it is a lot messier than this stuff, but I also have a feeling that my soldering iron runs a little hotter than it should. Unfortunately, the temperature, it is not a Hacko, and the temperature control is not as good. This guy.
Just coming in to say what's up, what's up?
Go.
I can't see me. There we go, what's up? How you doing, buddy?
Good, man.
What do we
got?
Oh, very nice.
It's all in. It's a soldering. It's a quick
Nice,
one tonight.
nice. Yeah,
Try
yeah,
not to
nice
keep
one.
everybody around too late on a weekday. Last time we were here till like midnight.
Hey, just because I got an email about it earlier, these were released today.
Oh, you got? What we got?
These were all released today.
Oh, snap.
Just in case you boys were wondering. Oh, can they see them?
No. Yeah,
Are you zoomed in?
I'm zoomed in a little.
Oh, you're
bit.
zoomed in a little.
You can zoom out. Here. Oh.
These were all released
There you go.
today. There you go. Master Mouse Pro L, Master Mouse 520, Master Mouse 530. So these are coming up on the stream soon.
Did you already shoot reviews for this?
No, I haven't. You know what I'm like? I only like to do reviews on live streams. So you
Oh,
can see what
true.
everybody thinks, so.
I forgot.
They were just released an hour ago, so got the email.
We got everybody saying hi now.
Oh, hi now.
They're all excited.
Let me say what's up to everybody.
Yeah, here, hop in there.
What's up? What's up? Who's all in the house? RD Belazabas is here. Ryan Studemeyer, Oscar Hernandez, Mange HD. What's going on? Have you hyped the Discord yet? Dr. Doom Apple is up in the house. Adelpin. That's it, actually. They stopped hyping me right now. Give me 1 sec here. I'm just gonna do that. What are you saying?
So they probably saw you walking away, so they stopped. They're like, oh, back to JB.
What are you? Oh my God, and Steph.
Oh, Ashley.
What are you saying?
Gone.
Sellout Pete Capo. Why am I sellout? Because I let my boy take over the stream? What? I'm just looking at the what's ups. What's up? There's 45 people on the stream. Yo, has he pressed the button yet? Oh, 4K. He did. He pressed the 4K button. Divas is in here. Dane Carter, Giovanni Mugerli. What's up? Those mice look like the old Sornets. Cool. Jung Hwan Min. Jung Hwan Min. What's going on, dude? Haven't seen you around in a while, actually, Jung Hwan Min. Awesome. And MainJC says he just got here. He's going to hype it right now. 42 watching with 39 likes. If you haven't already pressed the like button, please go ahead and smash that now. I'm giving it over to my man, JB. Oh, wait. He's swallowing some food, which is what I'm going to do the moment I step away from here. We just got a bunch of packages in. Got a bunch of new stuff, so look forward to that. Should be lots of new stuff coming to the website. What do we get? Cool stuff? Gone stuff. So we got a new supply of TKLs, PCBs therein. We got some new feet. So the Gone AL legs will go back in stock if they aren't already.
No,
they were. We were down to one set, weren't we? Of the blacks.
They'll likely go up as a separate purchase available.
What's going on, everybody? This is pretty delicious, man. Pretty delicious indeed. I'm just gonna have a little squeeze. What it's gonna.
Oh, still my thunder already.
Well, no, I mean you still gotta solder all that stuff in. I just wanted a little preview. Just a little preview, you know what I'm saying? No,
You know
no, it's not gonna fit. Oh yeah, interesting. Interesting. Don't forget to push those switches in on the corners. But yeah. That's cool. I think it's the first time I've seen an HHKB build. Sweet. All right. Are you back in action or what?
I'm back in action.
Back in action. All right, man.
Fed.
Well.
However much I could fit in
Peace up,
30
yeah.
seconds of eating.
I'll give you another glass.
All right. Oh, now I'm getting called out for not mentioning the giveaway. Hey guys, if you haven't already, there's a giveaway going on down in the comment section. We got Cooler Master Keys S up for grabs. So make sure you go in there in the Gleam.io link and you could be the lucky winner.
Who are those from?
Let's see. Where was I? Soldering. All right. Yes. All right. While Pete was here, I was getting my grub on. As much as I could eat in 30 seconds, which is not enough. But let's get solder cam going again. Boom. No. Is that it? There we go. All right.
Oh, gross.
That's gross.
Oh, Scott tried to kiss me.
Oh.
Heaven forbid have your wife kiss you.
Oh.
Smart's always fun. Alright. What is going on here? There we go.
your first piece on brown?
Yeah. Pete's asking me if this is my first piece on brown board that I'm building, and yes, it is. You kind of got them in just as I was going away for vacation.
Oh, that was one.
Yeah, the reason you guys haven't seen me around on chat or on the live streams for a while is because I've been away for 2 weeks. Was out camping, and then I took a West Coast trip for work and stayed out there a couple extra days to hang out with some friends I hadn't seen in a long time. It was good times. Wish my work trip would have been sooner. I could have tried to make some of those West Coast meetups that were happening earlier in the summer.
Yeah, are you watching? Wow. He doesn't know? Oh. It's kind of funny. Yeah. You can have your own mic if you want.
Alright.
Yeah, Steph frequently goes into another room and just watches.
Which you think is a bit weird.
It is weird.
Alright. What's happening here?
I'll go up there. What keycaps are you using?
I brought my own blank PBTs.
Your own what? PBT?
My own blank.
Oh yeah. With a 7U spacebar.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And a stepped caps lock, because it was requested that I use a stepped caps
Yeah.
lock.
Yeah.
Step control, sorry. Oh. I don't quite swing that way yet. The only keyboard I have with the control on the caps is my Real Force 87U, which doesn't get as much use as it probably should, given how nice it is. But that's the only keyboard I have that has a caps lock control.
3 new interactions on Twitter, so some people are signing up for the giveaway.
Awesome. Yeah, guys, sign up for that giveaway.
If
Nothing
you already
better.
signed up, there's daily interactions.
Get those extra points or whatever. Whatever they're called, extra entries, that's it. Pretty sure shipping to anywhere in South America is pretty terrible. MX silent stems and Celios housings. Interesting. I thought the part that makes the silence, is it the stem or is it the housing?
That's a stem.
It's the stem that makes them silent?
Yeah.
I forget. I haven't seen one open up in a while. Alright, I'm gonna keep going at this.
I bet that would be cool though. Inside the V-Sun housing, because it's so tight.
Interesting, yeah.
Put a cherry red filing.
You could do that.
You should do that. You got some reds hanging around, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were gonna do a build after the giveaway. Did that ever happen?
I know. Dude, I still have a JD45 about 2
I
years
just saw it. I was like, why is that still not built? Pete's notoriously bad at not finishing stuff that he buys.
It's just the time I don't have. I'm freaking excellent at building stuff. It's just time. So I think my man Dale might come over and do a build soon.
Aw, snap. Pete's got so many keyboards, he's getting an army of people to come build them for him. Do. Thanks, Anchor Bait. So I'm trying to read comments here while soldering. Doesn't work so well.
It's hard to do, right, man?
It's hard to do. I run out of things to talk after like the second row of soldering switches. It's like, how about them keyboards?
And then like
They've got keys, and some of them are clicky.
soldering is tough enough on its own. Soldering
With solder cam.
with solder cam is like next level. Then solder cam reading people's comments, next level. Then answering comments, like what?
Yeah, it does get progressively more ridiculous, to be honest. It's good fun though. You really can't appreciate how ridiculous solder cam is until you actually like soldering with it. Man, I really want to build a board with silent stems.
We can make that happen.
Yeah, you opened your mouth, didn't you?
Yeah. I don't know. I have to think of what else I don't have that I could build. Unless somebody in the chat wants to buy a JB built board. It'll come with all the snarky commentary and a meme or two. I'm just going into this last row since there's only like 5 switches. Pete, you know what I forgot to do when I started building this board?
Test it.
Yep.
So
I have full confidence that this board is gonna work right off the bat, but if it doesn't, I might cry a little bit.
Gotta test your boards, man.
I know. I got so excited. I almost started soldering without putting stabs on. It's been a while.
It has happened to me more than once.
Man, I just want to solder.
3 hours since I built.
Yeah, it's like whoopsie.
Messed up.
Steph's got to do a build soon too.
Yeah, someday Steph will build that Meg 27 that she has hanging around. Such a nice board, and yet she for some reason refuses to put that thing together. Refuses.
I don't refuse.
You're refusing.
I'm just very polite. I let you and Pete do your streams before me.
As soon as I get a board in the mail, I'm making that same night.
Yeah, that's like, oh, at 3 o'clock in the morning? Doesn't matter, I'm building that board tonight.
Yeah, that's different than when you have to stream and actually show people that you're putting the board together.
I mean, people want to see your stream at 3 o'clock in the morning too, so don't worry.
This is no crap. This is 4 a.m.
Sweet.
Alright. I'm just gonna visually inspect here that I soldered everything that is on this board. That everything looks good. I'm happy my soldering looks better than I thought it would tonight. Alright, I'm gonna turn the soldering iron off. Oh, Mange is saying that the silent stems do not fit in panda housings.
Really?
We'll have to test that right now. This is 1upkeyboards.com. Of course we got silence. It's not for everybody.
No, not for sale. He has the sample.
Oh, yeah.
Do have some sample. And I do have... Let's try them in the B Sun Brown housing first. And maybe I'll take apart a panda. Alright, time for some keyboard science. Here, I have a Cherry MX Red Silent, the B Sun Browns. So I am trying to see where his switch openers are. Do the P thing. Let's see, let me zoom in. Zoom. I forget how much I can zoom in. Right around there. Let's see. Can't tell if that's going the wrong way.
I know. It's just
Focus. There we go. Almost there. We have focus. Alright, so MX Red, B Sun Brown. I'm gonna open up this switch really quick. Can I zoom in on the inside of the B Sun buttons? Maybe. I will do that once I get to that point. Alright, so here's Silent Red, Silent Red housing, Silent Red stem, Silent Red spring. You can see it's got all these fancy little fingers on it. And then it's the B Sun Brown. I'm gonna open that up. Wah. I really don't like opening switches this way, but right now it's the only way I have. There we go. Alright. Opening up the B Sun Brown. And let's see, is that in focus? Or it's in focus. So B Sun stem. Looks pretty looped. Or very shiny at least. So pretty nice tactile bump. Spring. There's the inside housing for you guys. So I'm gonna keep the spring of the brown. Where did I lose the spring already? Anybody see where that spring rolled off to? I was not paying attention.
We'll find it later.
Yeah, Steph will find it when she cleans up later.
She'll slip on it.
It seems to fit in here pretty good. And now we have a beast on silent. Hey, how did you know I was Ripster? Anchor bait. Alright, I guess it's silent. Small raised area between the spring position and the LED side hits the added material. Oh, interesting. Yeah, this does not go down all the way. Yeah, that's what I'm noticing. I don't know if you guys can see, but when the press, normally a regular switch would sit flush. This does not. It's got almost easily a mil sticking out more than it normally would. I don't know if that's regular for the silence. I wouldn't mind that. 1 mil less of bottom out travel. That's a double bonus. Here, once I open this back up, I'll hold them both bottoms together to see the difference that Doom Apple's talking about. If I can see it. It's hard to see in the black switch. So, yeah, I don't know that you can see it. So, that little bit in there is not present in here. So that is what I guess is shortening the travel when you put the silent switch on there, since they have extra stuff. But cool. But I mean, technically they fit in there and they work. Alright. I'm gonna move on to finishing up this keyboard. I just gotta put this stuff somewhere where I'm not gonna lose the rest of it. Which is gonna be right over here. Right on Steph's desk. So if it gets lost, I just blame Steph. Cool beans. Let me zoom this out. I'm gonna turn the fan off. Put it away. Oh, that's not what I want. Cool. This little thing over here. All right. The panda bottoms, I don't recall off the top of my head. Let me double check. Yeah, so regular panda bottoms are pretty much let's see, more comparisons. I'm not gonna zoom in because I just zoomed out. But here's a Gateron SMD blue and a Panda linear, and the bottoms look damn near identical on the SMD openings, and I'm sure the insides are probably the same as the sun browns, or they're supposed to be. So they'll be raised area too, so you'll have the shortened travel versus on the regular, you don't. But let's see. I'm just gonna open this one really quick and tell you whether or not it has the open raised area. Yeah, the Gateron SMDs have the raised bump. There goes that spring. Have the raised bump on the lower part inside the switch. Sneaky pandas, that would have been awesome. I mean, if they still work, is the shortened travel really that big of an issue? I mean, it's about 1 mil. And it's bottom out, so it's not going to affect your actuation, and less travel to bottom out is probably a good thing. If I can get my hands on more reds, maybe I'll do somewhat long-term test. All right, back to this board. Strangely, I think like I'm getting a little bit of warp. Interesting. Well, not a whole lot left to do to get this thing in here. I'm gonna look for the screws. Actually, before I screw it in, I'm gonna test it. And the easiest way to do that, if I recall, is one of these cables. Yep. Is it one of these, or are these just charging cables, or is it this one? I don't know what this one is. No.
I don't know. Those ones should
These go to the computer?
maybe.
We'll see. If this fries off the board, I'll be sad. Does this even fit in here? Probably not. I think. Yeah, that doesn't fit in that hole. Wah. I thought you had a custom cable for that.
Possibly.
1 second, guys.
No, the Velcro ones should go to the computer.
They go to the computer? Cool. Let's see. Yeah, things work. See, there we go. typing on the chat. Oh. I'm just checking everything in chat. So you guys can't see me test it, but everything's working right now. Cool. So the keyboard works. Thank God, because we had not tested it. So now I'm just gonna stick it back in the case. Actually, before that, I'm gonna put the rubber stuff and the feet on the case. So here's our aluminum case that we're gonna be using. I don't know where I put the box for it. What's that?
Find the screws?
Did I find what screws?
The screws for that?
For this, they're probably in the box.
Okay.
Just get in there. Milky Gateron housings. Interesting. Don't know that there are many Milky Gaterons left out in the world now. Maybe a few survivors here at 1ups. Not
Yeah,
even, right? Just
there's
a couple.
few randoms, yeah.
Yeah. I still have a full set of Milky Blacks, which for some reason I feel like my Milky Blacks are smoother than my clear top blacks. Alright, these are the rest of the screws for the case. No, I don't even need those. These come with their own screws. Pete's tools. Let's see. It's the fun part of the day, figuring out where Pete's stuff is. I don't see his toolkit.
What?
I just need a Phillips head. There isn't one here.
Should be one there.
One of these. Yeah, no, I got it.
Screw ones and screwdrivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, now.
Cool. I got one here. Found it. I don't believe they're being produced. 1UpKeyboards used to stock them, and when the transition to clear tops came about, people stopped buying them. So we were left with 1Up had a decent sized stock of them, but slowly we've sold out of most of them. I think the only ones we have are either being sold in testing kits.
The linear switch.
Yeah, we have like a linear switch super test pack that has, I think, Milky Blacks and possibly Milky Reds in it. Alright, so that's my feet in there, and I'm gonna put the rubber feet. Is TVB saying that he's a mermaid? Is that what just happened in chat?
Look away for 1 second.
I I think that's what I just saw. Anchor bait, you don't have to be in 4K for YouTube to crap out. It does that at 480p and 1080p. It does it at all times. It does not discriminate resolution. It just loves crapping out. Getting these sticky pads on here. They're such a tight, perfectly laser cut fit that if you mess up, then you end up with like a weird bump. We were all mermaids once. But weren't you just saying that you're a modern day real life mermaid? Pretty sure that's what I just saw in chat.
I don't think so. No, I should.
I'm gonna need that again in a minute. Maybe. Alright. Don't need the protective plastic. Everything's got rubber stuff on it. I can take these off, I forgot. So much making signs. I never took my goggles off. Alright. Cool. Alright. Looks pretty good. Yeah, like I said, YouTube doesn't care what your download speed is. It'll crap out. It's very temperamental. Alright, I have to stand up because I can't see where these holes are in here. Why is that, TVB? I feel like I've messed around with my round 167s. Never really had an issue. Oh, Pete would have an answer for that. He's got a bunch of those re-legendable caps floating around nowadays. I don't know which ones he's using though. That's what he has on his little like button, which is, if you haven't already, you should boom, give us a like. I'm gonna leave that there. All right, I gotta stand up. I can't see what I'm doing. Sorry if I get my big old head in the camera. Oh, where's the little magnet thing? Did it work? Nope. Pete always says using that little magnet thing works to magnetize his screws, but it doesn't work for me. I think he's lying. What are you guys going on about? Who's starting a group buy for GMK? Oh, do I have a bold spot? I might. That's just a regular hair spot. That's not a bold spot. I got a huge swirly thing, which makes my hair truly unruly in the mornings. But you can meme with bold JB all day. Ah. This is my least favorite part, getting these little screws in here.
Did you test it? It worked?
Yeah, it works. Ah! I'm somehow leaning on this other keyboard, pressing a bajillion 9s into chat. For those of you wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to pull out the screw from the depths of this keyboard. There it is. Ah! Refuses to cooperate. Where is Pete hiding? Gosh, that. What's that?
You only have a room in this place.
True.
He's watching the stream.
I hope he's not. If he is, he should be commenting, and he's not.
He's just silently judging you.
I mean, he's always doing that. I don't need anybody to tell me. Pete's always judging me. Really, is the MOQ? I guess that's like the lowest MOQ for GMK is 250. That seems really low. Lower than I would have expected. Never really paid attention to what the MOQs were. Ah. There we go. I mean, what kind of set would you guys want to see? Oh yeah, mate. Sorry, you guys. Go check out the Discord. Lots of memes and chattings going on in there all the time. Mostly memes. Just remember, don't let your keyboard memes be dreams. Go to 1upkeyboards.com and buy stuff. What are their standard colors? Don't they just have like a bajillion colors? This one shouldn't. I'm pretty sure these are treated. You could probably if you sand it, you could probably get it to do stuff. Yeah, that's a ton of colors. I mean, I feel like I don't like which keyboards out there, which sets actually have custom colors. And sorry, I'm standing up because it's I want to be able to see this from above to make sure it's lined up nicely. I know you guys have an overhead view, but I do not. Tip on here. I don't think I've seen GMK Necro. Is that on Geek Hack? If I have seen it, I don't remember what the colors look like. Going to assume that it's some sort of black or dark gray. And sorry, I just sent that with my elbow on the other keyboard. What is that, a potato pick of macro? Steph's computer in a second. Sorry, I mean, I'm not into dead keyboards. I like my keyboards working. Alright. Well, that's all tightened up. I am going to wipe down the brass a little bit because it's got my fingerprints on it. Oh, Jessica's running it. And yeah, I do think I've seen it. Let's see, messages. Alright, 1 second, I'm getting some paper towels. Steph hasn't even said hello to the chat today.
No.
Yes, Steph, come on, say hello to some people. Steph's sitting somewhere back here in the back. There she is. That's Steph.
Hi, everyone.
This is just a moist paper towel and nothing fancy. I don't need any chemicals or anything. Cool. Awesome. Alright, well, only one thing left to do. That is to put keycaps on here. So, got these lovely Enjoy PVT, but from what I understand they are Gateron made PVT keycaps. And I'm going to start by looking for my spacebar, which I forgot I used earlier.
Did you say that Enjoy PVT is made by Gateron?
These are. Alright, question. Upside down spacebar or straight side up spacebar?
Upside down spacebar.
Pete's like, I'm not letting you leave until you put that spacebar upside down.
You mean the right way around?
Yeah, the right way. Oh, that is a little rattly. Yeah, I'll get back in there later on lube. It's not bad though. Alright. Let's see. So I need that shift over on this side. Boom. Does sound very hollow in this case. You know what I need to do? Start doing cutting that foamy mat things that everybody's doing nowadays to make stuff even more silent. Case has a very hollow sound. Alright. Let's see. Well, I got Think Escape because I have no artisans up here. Here we go. These are probably some of the smoothest PVT caps that I have typed on. I think it's close, or almost kind of palmish, if you've ever typed on palm. They're definitely very nice. I got these from a group buy right around when I got into keyboards 2 years ago, or well, when I got into proper mechanical keyboards. Alright, need one more. Cool. And that one's going to be a pain to find. Actually, I don't remember what all the rows are. This is going to take a second. I need to find this scoop or a bar so I remember which one is row 2, and then I can do the rest from there. I know this is a row 4. Yeah. So are you. There's another row 1. That is not row 4. Actually, do you guys have your row numbers? Nope. Let's see. Nope. Oh, actually, this is function key. No, there's the scoop. That is not the right profile for this. Oh, I see some drama in the chat about some of those group buys that are happening. And one of these does not belong here. I think I just put this one upside down. And keycap puller remover. There we go.
When was the last time we talked about the giveaway?
The last time I talked about the giveaway was the last time I talked about the giveaway.
Yeah, but when was that?
It was way too long ago, by your standards. You want to come in here and talk about your giveaway?
Let's talk about the giveaway.
Hey, Pete's coming in to talk about the giveaway.
Just a quick talk about the giveaway. It's the Master Keys S from Cooler Master. Have you guys seen this thing? It's pretty cool. I actually have another one just over here. This is my one. This is different to this one, which is the giveaway one. The giveaway one hasn't been opened yet. I got this from the New York City meetup. That's where I won this thing, and I said when I was there that I would give it away on my stream, and so that's exactly what I'm up to. Now, the thing that you might not know is that Cooler Master saw me win that prize, and when I told them I was going to give it away, they said that they would pay for shipping. So that's why the shipping is limited to the US only. But if you'd like to pay for shipping yourself, you can do that. So just enter anyways, wherever you live, and we'll get that out to you. But if you haven't already, go into the About section below, or the About section is down here, or the video description, and go sign up using the gleam.io link. Mange HD says he's learning about the Canadian A's. Don't worry about the Canadians, eh? That's my Canadian A for you, eh? All right, then, eh? Cool. How you doing? All right. Tell you what, I'll take this away from you.
Oh, look, guys, we're done with the keyboard. You even put it in a nice little box for me. Just kidding. Join the giveaway. Win cool prizes.
What's the review? Yeah, how's the LEDs going?
John asks, in terms of 1UP products, could you include a lot more detail? How they feel, why they're like, etc.
What we're like.
What?
Yeah.
Might do the bigger bags one.
Your 1UP, go say hi.
I'm 1UP what?
Your 1UP keyboard.
Why? What happened?
No, somebody's asking,
Who's 1UP? What are they? Are they any good?
not who's 1UP, but in terms of 1UP products, more detail on how do they feel and why they're liked.
I don't know what to say.
Neither.
I'm just gonna get all embarrassed and stuff.
Yeah, he starts blushing.
I'm all embarrassed and blushy.
See, he's hiding back there behind me because he's embarrassed.
What colors did you say? So, I got a little tickle going on. Hi, I'm skiwithpete. I'm skiwithpete. I'm the owner of 1upkeyboards, and skiwithpete, the YouTube channel that you're currently watching. JB is currently building his keyboard from 1upkeyboards.
Parts.
What else can I say?
Oh. I just realized I have the wrong scoop here. Change. I am not having good luck finding these second row caps.
Yeah, I roll that out.
You have nothing but. That's not it either.
You got blank ones would be easy.
I know blank ones are a pain in the butt. I just always forget what which profile goes in which row.
What's the next one you say?
But I keep putting ones that I'm
getting
really
them
good
wrong.
at getting all row 2s instead of row 3s. Oh, that's a row 4 for sure. I don't know why I even bother.
What else is on the list now?
You guys can't tell.
Oh, we have 4
I'm struggling here.
I didn't know it went in those.
But
Oh, do you want me to? I'll do an example
I'm
back.
just gonna keep putting it here.
We just got supported by QMK. Oh, what? The 4 and 6s. Yeah. So are you still doing the other thing?
Pete, what's your favorite color?
Of what?
Favorite color? That's
My favorite color?
yeah.
White.
Pete says his favorite color is white. If you couldn't hear him, somebody suggested that it was blue. Mange suggested that it was blue.
It is blue-ish, but I'm colorblind. So
Yeah, so he doesn't know what
These are
he
my
doesn't
favorite-
know what colors are to begin with. So that's not a great question to ask him.
Also, I live in New York, so I do like black. That's just like.
That's just because everything's black in here.
Jack yourself, yeah. Sent him a couple of. Did you have one of the prototypes, right? I have one of the prototypes. Did you have one of the final? Yeah, you got the green ones, but we got final ones too.
Hmm.
The prototype's cheaper.
Okay, and then what did I just say? I'm gonna build a bag of
Figuring out these
something.
is a pain in the butt. I haven't used this keycaps in a long time.
Steph, where did the thing go?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The thing, it was here?
What thing?
What thing with the thing?
Spiral.
Oh, right there.
Right there. JD, would it be okay if I reach over you?
Go for it, buddy.
I'm reaching in for some diodes.
No, Pete's about to get his hand wiring on with something.
What do I need?
So you need resistors, not diodes.
Just diodes, no resistors.
I think that's
No LEDs.
a 0, not an enter.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, not filling this one.
Put scissors right to the
Oh yeah, I remember this step. There we go. Do. Nope. Man, I'm really struggling with this row 3 caps. I cannot tell them apart.
16 plus.
Favorite color is now shame.
What?
One of those.
Oh my god.
Must be running really low on these R3 caps.
I don't know which spot.
Nope.
What do you mean they don't come to life?
Nope. This is tabbers. That is not tab.
What are you doing?
That is not tab either.
That's the individual. Music?
No.
We don't have lights on.
What? What size is it?
Three.
There's three.
I don't have legs.
Yay, another one.
Stand-offs.
Another one.
Not for those.
I don't understand. We have.
Good, actually.
Another one.
Hold on, let me go check. Can you get the little, can you get the little
Over
scale
there.
out?
Another one.
You No, wait a second, you don't get twos. You get
Nope.
one.
Nope, that's not the right one.
What?
Wrong profile.
What? No, it's not.
Oh, that's what we were doing. That was the whole point.
Nope. Why would you do a sandwich? What? There's the board over there.
Yeah, I don't like it. I thought we were doing, the whole point was that we were going to do two.
What?
Buy another one so it's under.
Why would you do that?
There are no, at least there are no 1upkeyboards brass cases. I don't know that anybody's done a full solid brass case either. It seems like it would be either very expensive or not very useful.
But it's the same material.
Yeah, but
Alright, one sec, I
you don't
gotta
use- you don't use this as a bottom peg.
figure out.
Well, then why does the other one have two?
That goes
Four
there.
have two.
Missing the other one though.
It's good to.
Yep, go for it. There we go. Nope. Now I just need to find the enter
Where's
key.
the four?
Remember it has a broken plate? Or
Yeah, but that's the thing. You break the plate. You don't sell those twos.
Hold. Do.
Wait,
Just
you could.
DC blanks. I wish. I wish I
Could.
could just gone with DC blanks.
So, Steph, can you count out 16 of those? Sorry.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the right profile. Enter. Don't think that's it either. Is it? Oh, that is it. Dope. Yeah, blank DSAs would have been a lot easier, right? Just put them wherever you want. Alright. Finishing touches. So I have colors, color choices for the bottom here. What should I do? Should I do the cyans on the inside? And the magenta one use on the outside? That looks pretty nice. The brass makes it look weird. At least from overhead. From them here it looks really nice. Huh. Where is this sticking? Alright, so that's kind of it. Got sweet brass on purple goodness. Actually, it should put 1up sticker on it. Let me do that. And go center with it. That's pretty good. Dope. A Sharpie signature. I'm not gonna sign my own keyboard. That would be weird. Right? Should I sign my own keyboard? Like, who does that? Yeah, I know I didn't lube the stabs. You know what? I'll probably lube them later, the hard way. They're way rattlier than I thought. You can hear them. It's pretty awful. That's alright. I fixed this issue in the past. This is just for you, Anchorbait and Mange. Enjoy. Here. Delicious rattle. Other than that, it sounds really nice. These are Bazun Browns, so very tactile. Soon enough, Anchorbait. Pretty sure working on getting some high profile cases soon enough. But for now, keyboard keys are starting to discolor. I might have to OxyClean them. For now, low pro it is. Ugh. Yeah, I was pretty bad during the stream. I was forgetting all kinds of stuff. That's what I should do. I should get Pete to sign it. Do a Johnny Cage. I'm my biggest fan. What was it that he signed his fatality with, or his friendship with? You see, if Steph signed it, then it would become very rare. Everybody wants somebody to sign this keyboard. Sound is delayed, like out of sync with my face.
No, they're just only figuring that out now.
I don't know. No, well, I mean, obviously sound is delayed like 40 seconds from when I say it in real life to when you guys see it on screen. But if sync is lost, then let me know. Alright, everybody, hold 5 seconds. We're gonna start from scratch. So from this moment now, start voting who you want to sign my keyboard. And go.
Can I vote for Steph?
You can go on there and vote for Steph if you want, Pete. I'm watching the playback on the stream over here now.
Yeah, a lot of weird.
So what are you putting in the baggies?
16 of these things.
And one of these?
No? 16 of these things.
Alright, vote's about to start. Not gonna sign my own keyboard. Steph, are you watching? Because you're in the lead right now.
No.
Everyone sign it.
I take no responsibility.
You take no responsibility.
I'm not endorsing this.
Wait, are you saying I should have them sign the corners? That would kind of be funny, but weird at the same time.
You start putting these in this bag.
Why don't you put these in those bags? What else goes in the bag? Pro micro.
Oh, Pro Micro is a separate add-on.
Does
So
it?
you can do just Pro Micro, or you can do Pro Micro Press Plus.
Steph, I think you won. I think you have to come sign my keyboard.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to sign?
I don't know. That's up to you to decide. Your choice. Come on.
What am I supposed to sign?
I don't know. You're supposed to on the back.
On the back, on the inside.
Well, wait. Do you want to sign back here, or do you want to sign the little corner?
Hell no.
You want to sign the back?
On the inside, so you can't see.
No, I want to sign back here. It's trying to sign on the inside of the case where it's never going to be visible as long as the keyboard's
Exactly.
built. No, that's no fun.
Can I sign one of the feet?
You want to sign the feet?
I think that's as good as you're gonna get.
That's kind of weird. I'm going to have her sign here, and then I'll have Pete sign here. What do you guys think? I think that's what people want. I'm not going to have him sign the brass plate because it's going to wear out really quick. All right, Pete or Steph or both. In fact, you should both sign at the same time.
Not gonna happen. No.
Come on, Peter.
She's an only child. She doesn't share well.
This is true.
Purple Sharpie?
Yeah, purple works.
What am I signing?
What? Anywhere.
What? No, but what? Like,
it's your signature you sign. You can be like to my greatest fan.
oh, you want to comment too? Or can I just scribble? I'm not even like ski with Steph. See it making.
You can't even
I'm
read.
killing.
This
I'm
is so
killing
funny.
Jonathan here by my indecisiveness. What am I supposed to write, guys? It has to be bottom right corner for full. No, not on the front.
Oh, that's a controller. But this is the reset.
Bottom right corner. Well, what about in one of these little feet things? So then you could technically cover it up if you
I'm
didn't
not
like
gonna
it.
cover it now. I would rather it be something legible on the outside.
Yeah, but how about just Steph?
No. You do whatever. You just gonna write Steph.
I'm just gonna write
You can
Steph.
just write from Steph with love. Or something. I don't care.
Tell
And
them
then-
it's enjoy.
and then
Watch,
me-
you're gonna end up with an enjoy.
Enjoy.
It's like nice keyboard, eh?
Yeah, I could try and draw like a maple leaf on the back
There
of
you
it.
go. Do it.
Hang on. Oh, squishy. Is this even right?
Can they see? I don't know if I can see myself in the back. Do you know what a maple leaf looks like? Are you Canadian enough?
That's my maple leaf. It's actually a really shitty maple leaf. Maybe you can't make it a little bit better. That's getting worse. That's my maple leaf. There you
There
go.
we go. She did it.
That looks terrible. Can you guys even see that? No.
I don't know.
That's my attempt at drawing.
There.
Can you kind of a maple leaf? It looks awful.
Alright, Pete, you're up.
What am I doing?
I don't know, you're signing the keyboard.
I'm signing a keyboard.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what you write on it because it won't be legible.
Enjoy.
Yeah, he's gonna write enjoy.
And purple? Purple on
You
purple?
wrote-
Look, it's purple and purple. You can't see that.
You
That's
can
my
see it.
maple leaf. What can you draw?
Did someone say dick butt? Is that what somebody
Do
said?
not draw penis on my keyboard, please.
Anchor Bait says, "Excuse Pete, that 1UP sticker is slightly off center and it's triggering me."
Yeah.
It's slightly.
It's just slightly to
Oh,
the
I
side.
love it. Should I draw where it should have gone?
Do whatever you want. Do your worst.
And excuse Pete. You want me to sound it?
Yes,
Excuse
Ski with Pete works. You can write like the real Ski with Pete was here.
I don't know what to write. I've got to think of something witty and funny. Am I supposed to sign the other side, or am I supposed to sign by Steph?
then my stuff is underneath.
There you go. Nobody wants ski with Pete.
Pete and Steph. Pete, you have to do it, or you do ski with Pete.
Sign it. That's it. Right there. Hashtag. Bold.
Yes.
With Pete. I'll put a little more B to that B. There you go. Hashtag bold with Pete.
Amazing. That's great. So good.
Are you done?
Yeah, that's done.
Oh man, don't mind if I do. Hey, wait a second. Have you already done the typing test and whatever?
Yeah. Everybody complained because I didn't lose my stats in the rattliest spot. But I'll do them later.
Oh, but it looks good.
It looks great.
Looks real good. What this? We just.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dump them all in there, or not in any particular.
I really like it though. Look at it.
Yeah, the color is really pop.
I'm just cleaning up your mess. That's thunder, man. Wow.
Alexa, is it raining?
Well, these are like the fake
They're what?
jellies.
They're as close to palm without being
Yeah.
palm. Yeah. They're really nice. Rattly, but
Rattly. Oh, down. Oh, it's stuck.
oh, there it goes again. It's fine. Once I lube it up, it'll be fine.
I think it's catching on the switch though.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah. Interesting.
Probably just need to put a little something in there.
A little something, little schmutz.
I do like these browns though, I'll be honest. They
Yeah,
feel.
they are nice. Stop using the spacebar, Peter.
$25 viewers left. Anybody new enough that you haven't seen about the giveaway? You should go check it. Geez, these switches are really crisp.
Yeah. Yeah, real palm is real nice.
Yeah, incubate. Honestly, I haven't really except at meetups. Ah. Oh, my stuff's right shoe there. Oh, split backspace too.
Yeah, I went full HHKB, homie.
Full on the HHKB. You guys know about the giveaway, right? Go into the About section below or the video description section. Go check out this week's giveaway for the Master Keys S. I'm going to put a little 1UP keyboard sticker back over here. Don't forget to go check it out. The entry, all you need to do is put your email in. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and basically you're in. The email, we don't use it. Is this a snotty tissue?
It is not. It was a wet tissue to clean the brass.
Fucking gross.
Blew my nose on there and wiped it all over your desk.
You should have said yes.
Yes. I just 4K'd everybody just for funsies.
Nice.
All right, guys. Well, this is the Master Keys S. Don't forget to throw that down in the About section if you haven't already. There's also daily interactions, which I talk about far too often. That is a sweet-looking board, dude. I don't know what more to say about it, really. Is this yours?
Yeah, it's yours. It's yours.
What? It's from in here?
Yes.
Awesome. What happened to my ones on the...
I don't know.
Oh. Look at you wrecking the joint.
I was gonna plug in that in so people could see it all.
That,
cleaned up.
yeah, definitely. Hook that up. Do you want to put this back in the shell?
Get my two boards together. I wanted to plug in the TKL so you guys could see all the greenness for those still around that haven't seen it. It's very green.
Dale's planning on his Sweet 16.
What?
Planning on his Sweet 16.
So that's that. Alexa, studio off.
2004. And then do like, you gotta hold this key, then this key, then that key.
Alexa, studio off.
I should do that. Okay, well,
Alright.
There we go.
so we can-
Yeah.
This is where all the administrative functions are.
So that's what this baby looks like.
And like, you know,
Alexa, studio on.
Okay.
So I'll probably eventually get white LEDs in on this board. And I'll bring it back to show you guys next time I do a build. But for now, we are all done. Thanks for everybody that joined us tonight for a little impromptu JB stream. Would have been last week, but obviously I broke the cameras. And now we no longer have 4K. Not all the way, at least. But we'll get that fixed up soon enough. Yeah, the finger crusher. I don't know. I don't know what else there is left to say.
Is Mange HD in the house?
The HLED. I don't. Nothing's up with the HLED. One of them is loose and flickering at times, but
That looks awesome.
I had neon green Alps. Are those the 280 grams?
No,
This is 150, but
yeah.
I think the neon green Alps are the ones that are like a bajillion. Easy as pie, man. Yeah, I can see it flickering. Yeah, I have these 2x3x4 LEDs on here that I did not get from 1upkeyboards, and they're not all that great. I do wonder how my lubed greens would work with 150 grams. But, dude, this thing's great. I'm gonna unplug it because I don't want to type a million things, but it's really quiet.
Although we could put 4 little standoffs in it.
Really use it, no problem. This one is all lube. Spacebar still rattles when you hit it hard, but everything else is good. There's a bajillion dollars on this top row. I don't know why I even bother collecting artisans anymore. It's too much money. Yeah, maybe next time I'll do a looped greens build on here. But anyways, alright. Everybody, thanks for watching. If you didn't, make sure to subscribe if you're new. If you're not, we'll see you again next time. Stay tuned, and we'll be back. Or Pete will be back.
I'm just going to do a quick outro.
Yeah, there we go. Let the pro do his outro.
No, just a quick one, just to say, if Mange HD is still here, he is. Don't forget to post a link to the Discord. There's the Discord link. He's just posted it. We got a delay here, but if you aren't already part of the Discord, go join the Discord now. If you haven't already done the giveaway, go do that. We're going to press that button so the stream is over, but the chat continues, even though it's better on the Discord. Don't hang around here. Okay, well, that's it from us. From me, JB, Dale, Steph, #BoldWithPete. We will see you guys again very soon. Indeed.
Bye.